Yeah,
You've been good all day, Allison.
it's all an illusion. This time of year, we have a low color finally. The sun is out and
Here's over.
color basis.
You gotta put on the switch set a couple times or something.
I like it. It's like it's just.
I wore,
So,
Yeah.
Nice ones.
I missed the Daughters of the American Revolution at the War Memorial last week for the reading of the Declaration of Independence. I thought you would be there. And board member.
Where are you, Sierra?
Oh, John, you got a call?
Oh, who's that from?
I found it over here.
No, no.
Thank you. All right.
It's on the revolution.
Like Ebony a couple of years ago, they installed a flag symbol or something. You know that. Yeah.
Prior mayor deal, you know. That was a prior mayor deal.
Yeah.
Which is.
All right, Howard Boxer here. Good turnout. Is Hutch still gone?
Yeah, he just came back today, so that'll be.
I'm gonna ask the three Hollerbach kids to come up and do the pledge. Start early.
Yeah, get out of here.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna be out there playing tonight.
45 minutes, maybe?
Maybe.
8 o'clock, exactly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to call this regular meeting of the Grosse Pointe Farms City Council to order. At this time, I would ask Charlotte, Sam, and George Hollerbach to come to the podium, please, and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone could please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Assistant City Manager, City Clerk Kazicki, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Wood. Here. Councilmember Conrad Wilberding. Councilmember Ritchie.
Here.
Mayor Deaton.
Here.
Councilmember Donovan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Soroka. Councilmember Jensen.
Here.
I'd entertain a motion, please, to excuse Mayor Pro Tem Soroka and Councilmember Conrad Wilberding. Is there such a motion?
So,
By Councilmember Donovan, support
Here.
by Councilmember Wood. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the motion carries. Next, I entertain a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of our meeting on June 8th, 2026. Is there such a motion, please?
so moved.
By Councilmember Donovan, is there support? By Councilmember Jensen. Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the motion carries. Next, it's my indeed privilege again. Sometimes there are giants in the industry, quite frankly. And the city of Grosse Pointe Farms lost a huge giant, Mr. Dan Lalonde. Recently, Mr. Lalonde went above and beyond the call of duty, not only his role as a resident, not only in his role as a business leader, or in his role as president of the Hill Association, but Mr. Lalonde did a lot of good things for a lot of people. Excuse me. And I'd ask Mrs. Lalonde, Cynthia, if you would join me, please, at the table. We have a mayoral proclamation that we'd like to read tonight and pass on behalf of the city of Grosse Pointe Farms. And I hope you all saw the beautiful bench right here in the hallway that will adorn the business on the hill. We are very, very glad that you're here. The title is City of Grosse Pointe Farms Mayoral Proclamation honoring the legacy of Daniel Lalonde. Whereas Daniel Lalonde, together with his wife Cynthia, devoted more than 3 decades to operating Lalonde Jewelers and Gemologists at 91 Kirschville Avenue, firmly establishing it as a trusted cornerstone of the Hill Business District. And whereas through his professionalism, expertise, and integrity, Daniel strengthened the economic vitality and welcoming character of the city of Grosse Pointe Farms while serving generations, literally generations of residents and visitors. And whereas, as president of the Hill Association, Daniel provided thoughtful leadership by championing local businesses and initiatives that enhance the vitality of the Hill. And whereas, in recognition of his contributions to the local business community, Daniel was honored with the Excellence in Business Award by the Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce. Whereas Daniel demonstrated a lifelong commitment to civic engagement, fostering collaboration amongst businesses, community organizations, and the city of Grosse Pointe Farms, leaving a lasting impact on the community he so dearly loved. And now, therefore, I, John Ballouly, Mayor of the City of Grosse Pointe Farms, on behalf of our City Council and our administration and all of our residents, do hereby recognize Daniel Lalonde for his exemplary, really truly exemplary civic leadership, business excellence, and enduring contributions to the City of Grosse Pointe Farms. I so move. Mr. Kaczynski, will you please call the roll?
Councilmember Wood,
Yes.
Councilmember Conrad Wilberding, Councilmember Ritchie,
Yes.
Mayor Galuli,
Yes.
Councilmember Donovan,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Soroka, Councilmember Jensen.
Yes.
Congratulations. We're sorry to have you here on this, but we're so deeply appreciative and please feel free. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
We will have a framed copy for you in the next couple of days. But truly big shoe, impossible shoes to fill. But we're generally so very, very appreciative of everything your family has done and will continue to do. Thank you.
About the young lady, myself, it can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, another nice part of serving on city council and being the mayor. I'd like to call item agenda number 5. We've established this year a student recognition program, and we are going to honor tonight a student from the Grosse Pointe Academy. This is our second student recognition given out. Mr. Hollerbach, will you please step forward, George? Come on up to the podium, Mr. Hollerbach, right next to it. Sure, stand right next to that gentleman right there so we can all see you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're truly blessed with not only people who have led our business community for many, many years, but with students and young people who care deeply about the community and care how the community looks and how it presents to people. Mr. Hollerbach is a student at the Grosse Pointe Academy. He is very active in various sports, hockey, sailing, and the like. He gets very good grades at the academy. I happened to see him at a program at the academy several months ago. But what caught my eye recently was Mr. Hollerbach was walking down the street with a trash bag and I was stopped by his parents, are here as well, Adam and Melissa Hollerbach. And he had just finished a walk down Lakeshore Road from approximately Sunset Lane, close to Warner, down to Moran. And he picked up a bag full of trash just in several blocks. And he did it on his own. And he told me how much he likes to enjoy picking up garbage to make our city look nice and clean, that he intends to do so in the future. He had his gloves on, his scooper. Literally, what was in that bag was unbelievable, quite frankly. It was unbelievable of the things that he picked up on his short walk. And Mr. Hollerbach, we are very, very grateful for people like you, for people like your family in the city of Grosse Pointe Farms. We wish you continued success in your schooling, but we also wish you continued success and hope you keep up as being a great citizen that you are. You have a very, very bright future in front of you. And tonight is about you, sir. And that's why my colleagues and I on City Council are formally recognizing you. And thank you for your service to the city of Grosse Pointe Farms. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in congratulating and thanking Mr. George Hollerbach. Thank you. Mr. Hollerbach, you can say something if you'd like. Would you like to say anything to this large group?
Did
You're very welcome.
read the minutes? Did you accept the minutes?
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Just.
Yeah, we could take a minute if people, we have just a couple agenda items. If people want to leave, we can take a quick break, or we can march on through with agenda item number 6 to see how the sausage is made in Grosse Pointe Farms. A request for a fence exemption. This is going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, at 23 McKinley Road. So why don't we take a quick break, 2 minutes? We'll let those who wish to leave, leave. Oh, he missed it. His grandfather. Was it Jenny? I didn't see her. No, Melissa.
first.
Yeah, no, that's mom.
She was talking about coming and saying a few words.
Oh, Jenny one?
She definitely.
Oh,
I invited her.
oh, okay. She was moved. Thank you.
That was Bob.
So something that we.
And what's the name of the new lady who's running the Hill President? Is that Allison? That's she's the niece.
Whatever the feels in.
Annabelle. All right, we will continue, please. Agenda item number 6, consideration of a request for a fence exception for the owner of 23 McKinley Road. Mr. Fox, are you or your delegate here, please, to present? Good evening, sir. How are you, Mr. Fox? Thank you for coming. We have before us, and we've read your materials submitted, the dimensional variance request for a 6-foot fence in a front open space of a corner lot at 23 McKinley. Could you briefly describe us, please, on your application, sir, why you'd like to install that fence?
Yeah, I have the description of the site plan shows on the right-hand side of the photo, there is Lakeshore Road. And on the back corner of my property, which abuts up to the property on Beverly, where the Beverly fence is at, that's been there for hundreds of years. I'm butting out to that one and I'll continue going south on my property. It'll be 5 feet from the sidewalk. And currently I have a, row of arborvitaes, which are a taller, evergreen shrub that's dense that you can't really, as they grow, you won't be able to see growth. And it's continuing on, actually what our neighbor on the backside also has, so we have arborvitaes going all the way down Lake Shore up to that point, and then, as it goes up to the side of the house, because there's a tree, existing tree there, I would have took it to the back corner, but I couldn't go around the tree on the, right there at the, where you see on the plan, and then go up to the house at the next corner. And at that point, that north portion, also there's a, the existing arbor, that is an English privet, so it's a deciduous, a leafy, shrub, that's a border there, and that will continue. Once I put in the fence, I'll actually continue it down, until it ties in at that corner. So there, this fence will be buffered on both sides, sort of masking really how tall and hoping allow it to go over the 4 foot extension. My existing fence, as you may have seen, the Beverly fence on the backside is, the fence itself, the wrought iron fence is 7 feet tall, and then the pillars are between 8 and 10 feet tall, when you consider the wall at the top, so. Dropping it down to 6 feet is kind of reasonable, so it doesn't show, like if it's a 4 foot drop, you'd almost not know the fence was there, you can see. Looking at the fences on both sides of the street, they're over 7 feet, so I'm just looking at have it drop down a little bit, so there sort of still flows with what's existing, so there's still be a similar style, won't be the exact same, there'll be a similar wrought iron style fence matching that one. Yeah, as you see, so the one at the top is pretty similar, we have the double row at the top. If I match with what's existing at my house right now, I believe that top one has the circles in the top squares, and then it has the point at the top. If not, leave another one there. Yeah, but that's why I have my house right now. We have a gate on that faces McKinley that comes in the backyard, and so that's what I hope to do. If not, it doesn't have a circle, but still be similar to these that have the point at the top, matching more or less with them, I believe. So that's what I'm looking at, once again, for safety and privacy. I do have a dog, right now, my small dog, but I've got bigger dogs that can easily jump 4 foot fence, and vice versa, coming into the property or exiting the property. There's something, dog wants to chase, they will get it. And then also, just for privacy and safety, for my family, I have 2 young teenage girls, and my wife, and that are home a lot when they're not working. By themselves, so just the security in the backyard, that's not really, visible so much from, for safety reasons. Having a little bit taller fence, coming on Lake Shore, of course, where we're at, it's easy access for things going on. I got a lot of, unfortunately, I have to call the police every once in a while for things going on late at night on Lake Shore, so it's just that additional security.
Thank you. I'll start with members of council. To my left, with any questions or comments, Councilmember Jensen, please.
Mr. Clark, that eventually, put it right there.
Yep, that'd pretty much be what it's gonna look like, yeah.
Because the one below it, if you can, doesn't have anything, anybody could jump that fence. So even at 6 feet, anybody could jump that fence. So I highly recommend for what you're asking for security purposes. The one above it has I call it.
Yeah, the tall on the top.
Yeah, it makes it a lot tougher to try to jump it.
Yeah, that's actually, like I said, what my game has the little rings, the circles in that little box. But that'd be what match what I have existing, so that'd be what I'm going for, yes, 100%, thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Donovan?
I just have the one comment that I appreciate, how thorough your packaging
Thank you.
and providing, photo of the type of fence you identify as a classic.
Thank you.
So thank you very much,
Yes.
which is the top one.
Yes,
Thank you.
correct, thank you.
Councilmember Ritchie, please.
I agree with Councilman Jensen, and the classic one does mention an arrow pointed spear. And I think that's very important because the other one will be very easy to jump for people. So, and would blend in with all the rest of the fences. There's 9 different fences in that area and they're all pointed.
Yeah.
So I'd like to make sure that that's part of the
Yep.
approval.
Councilmember Wood.
Mr. Fox, yeah, hi, I'm looking at the McKenna report. Did you read the McKenna report, our consultant report on the
I
project?
don't believe I did, I'm sorry.
In their conclusion section, they say, we also note that utility easements and locations along Lake Shore were not represented on the proposed plan. While it's unlikely that you have, anything buried under there, if in the unlikely event that you have to come in and actually they find that there's a broken water main underneath your fence, are you willing to pay for that?
Well, I'll call Miss Dig before we do the fencing and notify, in the past, what is in that, it's not in the areas between the sidewalk and the road is, DTE has their gas lines that they replaced, 3-4 years ago. So I know of those. I don't know of anything in this area, but of course, before you dig, we call Miss Dig and make sure that they'll mark anything that's in the area.
So if we have a condition that states that you would be agreeable to assuming the cost of paying for any liability that would ensue for the city to come in and dig up the property, you'd be okay with that?
If I screw up, I guess that's my responsibility.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Fox, I too appreciate your application and the detail that was contained within your application. Thank you very much, sir. I'll now entertain a motion before I turn over to the public, if there's any discussion for approval of the dimensional variance request located at 23 McKinley. Is there such a motion?
Yes, sir.
Councilmember Donovan, please.
Mr. Mayor, I fully support, the applicant and have a motion. I move that the request for a fence exception under section 1G of the city's fence ordinance submitted by Roger Fox, the owner of the property at 23 McKinley Place, Grosse Pointe Farms, Michigan, 48236, be granted, thereby authorizing the issuance of a permit to construct a decorative metal fence adjacent to the Lakeshore Road public right-of-way. In making this decision, the city council has reviewed the following. Memo from Matthew Baca dated Director of Public Services dated May 12th, 2026. McKenna report dated July 6, 2026. Application for a fence or wall permit submitted by Roger Fox received May 14th, 2026. Written narrative submitted by Roger Fox describing the need for the fence. Thank you. Site plan and dimensional illustrations submitted by the applicant and Ameristar fence product material submitted by the applicant. The city council finds that but for the height of the proposed fence along Lakeshore Road frontage, the proposal satisfies the applicant's standards, applicable standards of section 1G of the fence ordinance, and that granting this exception, subject to the conditions below, will protect the public health, safety, and welfare, and will maintain conformity with the design and appearance of existing fencing in the surrounding area, neighborhood. Such permit approval is subject to the following conditions. The proposed fence running parallel to Lakeshore Road and perpendicular to the primary structure will be no more than 6 feet tall. The fence will be set back at least 5 feet from the public right-of-way along Lakeshore Road. The fence will be installed in the classic style as described and shown in the applicant's materials, Ameristar Fence Classic, that has the pointed top. The fence will be decorative metal construction and will maintain at least 50% open spacing in accordance with the relevant section of the city's fence ordinance. The fence will be buffered by the existing evergreen and deciduous hedging between the fence and the sidewalk. If any hedge plantings die or are damaged, the applicant shall promptly remove and replace them to maintain a perpetual vegetated screen. Conditions. If any of the fence adjoining the neighboring property is to be extended or modified, the applicant must first obtain written consent from the property owner at 25 McKinley Place for any segment adjoining that property. And last, utility easement locations along Lakeshore Road have not been submitted by the applicant. The applicant acknowledges that at the city's discretion, the city may require removal of the proposed fence if necessary to access an easement, and that the applicant shall bear all costs of any resulting fence repair or reinstallation.
City Attorney Burgess, do we have a valid motion?
You do.
Thank you. Is there support for Councilmember Donovan's motion? Councilmember Wood. First, Mr. Baca, before I call on public comment, do you have anything to add, sir, as our director?
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Is there any public comment with regard to the issue? Anyone? We have one moment. We're going to call for public comment. Is there anyone from the public who'd like to comment? Hearing none, Mr. Fox, your question, please.
Yes, the right of way from Lake Shore, like, they proposed, installing the fence 5 feet from the edge of the sidewalk. I am not positive what I am double, I should say, I didn't have to double check what the right of way width is. I'm assuming the 5 feet from the walk is outside of the right of way, but you mentioned to have it 5 feet from the right of way. And I'm not sure if the edge of the sidewalk is the edge of the right of way, or else if there's, sometimes it's like, it could be 20, 30 feet or whatever it is from the center line of the road. I'm not sure what it is there for sure.
Mr. Baca, please.
Starting inside the side, flooding the sidewalk, Western property, although it's not consistent throughout the whole city, so, based on the, I just was looking at my utility map, which by the way, is security utilities, on where the fence was going, but I would assume that is generally about 5 feet, generally the sidewalk, but you never know for sure unless you get a survey. So our ordinance requires 2 feet from the sidewalk. It doesn't reference the property line. It says the fence has to be 2 feet in. He's proposed to buy.
Fair enough, understood?
Yeah, I just want to make sure in the acceptance that it could be 5 feet from the sidewalk, not from the right of way, just in case there is a discrepancy between where the right of way ends on Lake Shore.
City Attorney Burgess.
Well, perhaps the proponent of the motion wants to change that language to be 5 feet inbound from the sidewalk edge rather than the right of way. It still would comply with the ordinance by far.
Thank you. Councilmember Donovan, do you wish to amend your motion
Yes, sir.
as suggested by City Attorney Burgess?
Yes, sir. So do I need to read that?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Okay. Yes, thank you.
Any further discussion by council? Mr. Fox, anything else, sir?
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kozicki, please call the roll.
Councilmember Wood.
Yes.
Councilmember Conrad. Councilmember Ritchie.
Yes.
Mayor Blue.
Yes.
Councilmember Donovan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Soroka. Councilmember Jensen.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Fox. The motion passes. Good luck on your project, sir. Thank you very much. Get it done before the paving starts. Next on our agenda, consideration of a request from city administration to approve new BS&A software cloud conversion. City Manager Reside, please.
Because I'm a technological imbecile, I'm going to turn it over to our finance director. Roland, please.
Thank you. So BSA software is providing all the city software for our financial management, payroll and bills department. We provide software for over 70% of the cities, the state of Michigan, Southeast Michigan is over 90% of the cities. They've announced they're moving to a .NET or from a .NET on-premise solution to a cloud-based solution. So the sunset date originally in 2027, but they've had to push that back a little bit due to the backlog of cities that should be converted. So we'd like to get, if you were to get converted to the cloud version, if you approve this would kind of be about a 1-year wait to get now go live. So we'll be looking at July 2027 for a go live date. There's several advantages to cloud software, including having to have a server on site, better cybersecurity will all be, as well as staff being able to access our software where the internet through remote in City Hall, so particularly with our building inspectors in the field, they can get right to the software. Also, when there's a server at City Hall, which is about $40,000 cost every 5 to 6 years to replace that server, and that will go away. But that's offset by his more expensive and the fee, it'll be $71,000 and $25,000. So there's a higher cost associated with it. Everything in motion.
Thank you. Any question from City Council for Mr. Rowland, please? Mr. Wood.
I have a couple. Tim, I know you're not, you don't own the company, so you can make guesses if you care. which cloud, provider do you suppose they're gonna be using? Do you happen to know? Is it gonna be, now,
I believe it's Microsoft is learning about faith right now, but I'm not going to guarantee that. Double check on that.
it's gonna be a name, it's Amazon or so, it's gonna be a named firm, that's
Oh, yeah, free though.
by the cloud service. And then you outlined in your memo, the additional costs and stuff. I guess I'm wondering if you could explain the last paragraph here. Given that wait time, BSNA has offered to have us pay $64,410 now and allow us to get into the queue. And then, after that, we'd be paying $71,000. Why do we have to pay $136,325 right now? Why can't we just postpone that 71,000 until next year, this time next year?
The 71,000 is going to be paid this time next year, so we July of 2027. The only thing that would be due now is the 64,395, which is the cost of that implementation and training to get us in the queue and start working on these.
Your suggested resolution says that we should approve the software services proposal with BSNA in the amount of $136,325.
That's the total cost, I think including both payments, paying now.
So it's this year, this fiscal year.
This fiscal year would just be 64,395.
It's just, okay, that clarifies that. And I guess that I would like to say to you and also to the rest of the staff that this is a very good idea. Cloud-based services are extremely valuable, and I would hope that we would take a look at all the other data sets that we have, and see if we could convert as much as possible to cloud-based systems. They're more expensive, but for all the reasons that you just, discussed, safety, the ability to have them move back and forth from they can change code easily and it makes a benefit to us. Are there other opportunities for us to use the cloud with all the other software that we have? Or is this, you mentioned that this is the biggest
Yeah,
one,
this provides the software that runs most of the city, basically.
but what about for, what Hutch and Andy are doing? I mean, we're collecting, camera data. We're doing all sorts of stuff in public
I
safety.
believe the new cameras they got are cloud-based, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so they got those on-site video servers, it's all cloud-based now too.
Okay, all right. Well, my thing is, let's kind of focus on that in the future. Because I think it's a big benefit for us, not only the BSNA, but for other disciplines that we're doing here, okay? That's all.
Any other questions by members of council? I'd entertain a motion to approve the software and services proposal as outlined in the memorandum provided to us by Mr. Rowland in the amount of $136,325. Is there such a motion?
I'll make that motion.
By Councilmember Wood. Is there support? By Councilmember Ritchie. Any public comment? Any public comment on this issue? Hearing none, Mr. Kozicki, please call the roll.
Councilmember,
Yes?
Councilmember Conrad Miller, Councilmember Ritchie.
Yes.
Yes.
Councilmember Donovan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Rowe. Councilmember Vince.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much, Mr. Rowland. Thank you, sir. Next, we have several items on our consent agenda. First is for benefit of the public, to approve the fireworks permit for the end of summer bash. Also to approve the purchase of two 2026 Dodge Durango police vehicles for road patrol. Also to approve a 2026 Dodge Durango police vehicle for administrative use. Next, to award a contract for custodial services to Zeppelin Cleaning Services. Next, to approve a resolution to approve MDOT contract for the Lakeshore Road repaving project. And finally, approval of June 2026 invoices. Is there anyone on council who would like a matter pulled from the consent agenda? Mr. Wood.
Item E.
Item E, please. Thank you. Anything else? Item E is pulled. I'd entertain a motion to approve items A, B, C, D, and F of the consent agenda. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
By Councilmember Donovan. Is there support? By Councilmember Jensen. Any comment from City Council? Any comment from members of the public regarding these matters on the consent agenda? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Mr. Reside, will you please take up the matter of a proposed resolution to approve the MDOT contract for Lakeshore Road repaving, please.
Yes, thank you. So this is a long time coming. I think we've had 3 years that the city has applied for a grant through the FAC Federal Aid Committee. And because Lakeshore is an eligible road for funding, but funding is very hard to get. We're competing with all the other jurisdictions in Wayne County, but persistently we've applied. We actually were approved for funding for next year. But we realized that we've kind of put it off really as long as I think we can. That section of Lakeshore Road, which is a city where Lakeshore primarily is a county road from roughly Provincial to Warner. But at Warner, it picks up and becomes a city road from Warner to Fisher. And so we were successful in getting pre-funding to be able to pre-fund the project. But the grant will pay ultimately, I believe it's 90% of the cost for the project. Tim, does that sound right? Was it 90%? Yeah, 90-10. And but in terms of going out for bid, that's all handled through MDOT. I know they actually have gone out for bid. I think we got the bid award last Friday. And the total cost of that project was approximately 1.6 million.
A little better was actually 7% lower than what we had projected.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's what it's for. So this will authorize us to proceed with the project. And that's slated to be done this fall.
Any questions or comments from member of council, Mr. Wood?
Shane really hit it on the nose. Shane occasionally mentions this FAC. People may wonder, what is FAC? It's the Federal Aid Committee for Wayne County. These projects are funded, the federal aid comes through Wayne County, through SEMCOG, and then we get the money. It's a very good way of distributing federal aid, and this is just one example. I think another example was Mack Avenue. We got some money, or maybe that was Wayne County, right?
It's Wayne County.
Nonetheless, it's another avenue of funding that sometimes we never talk about. We talk about general fund, we talk about the tax that we raised for the millage and other things, but this is by which road construction, so it's important, and I think you hit on all the important stuff there. And we're not going to be paying very much, 10%, 20%. So it's a bargain, and I can't wait because that part of the road is. I won't say it.
Thank you.
I don't appreciate it. So thanks. That's all.
Thank you. Any other comments from members of council? Is there a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the city to enter into the contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation with regard to the Lakeshore Road project?
Make that motion.
Councilmember Wood, is there support?
Support.
Councilmember Jensen. Any further comment from city council? Any public comment? I'd like to thank the city administration for seeing this. I know Mr. Ritchie and I have been talking to Mr. Reeside about this project for years. We've heard a lot from residents. This is going to be a huge improvement to a very heavily traveled corridor into our great city. And it will make lives a lot easier for those like some of us who live near, within feet of that road every day. And thank you very much, Mr. Reeside, Mr. Rowland, Mr. Baca. Thank you. Mr. Kozicki, call the roll, please, with regard to this resolution.
Councilmember Wood.
Yeah.
Councilmember Conrad Wolverine. Councilmember Ritchie.
Yes.
Mayor Lewis.
Yes.
Councilmember Donovan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Soroka. Councilmember Jensen.
Yes.
Thank you. The motion carries unanimously. Next, we have received the 2026 Public Safety Report. Now, item 10, other business. I will turn it over to members of council in just a moment and to our city manager, Mr. Reeside. But first, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank city administration, the entire team, those in our water department, Director Rogers, you and your colleagues in our Department of Public Safety, Mr. Baca in Public Service, Mr. Rowland, our DPW team led by Mr. Joy, They have had their work cut out for them in the last couple weeks like nobody's business. When power went out, all of a sudden, some of us lost power twice that week. The number of calls that I personally received and emails was unbelievable. But the city of Grosse Pointe Farms moved into action immediately. When the power goes out, for instance, in the city of Grosse Pointe Farms, one of the things that not only affects this building and public safety, but it affects our water plant. And we had a generator there. And the generator is absolutely critical as to when that turns on to the amount of water flow, not only for our community, but coincidentally, maybe not Murphy's Law, there was a fire in Grosse Pointe City that Chief Rogers and his team provided mutual aid to, and water was critical. And I know that the water levels went down somewhat for a few moments. The generator had to kick in. It's a very iffy situation. There were several water main breaks in Grosse Pointe City during the course of the fire. There were a couple water main breaks, I believe, in Grosse Pointe Farms as well. Trees were removed, but 50 trees were lost, mature trees, power outages and the like. I know Shane was working the phones with DTE and our residents, and our tree removal company is at Metro Tree.
Detroit.
Metro Detroit Tree. I mean, they were out within minutes. They were out within minutes staging for our residents. So, Mr. Reese, I thank you to you and your team, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Baca, Mr. Rowland, Scott in the water department, Mr. Joy. Things went, for the scope of the project, very, very smoothly, I must say. And our residents are very happy. A resident from Vendome sent a letter, Mr. Vince Brennan, that I shared with the city manager. He couldn't believe how quick the city acted in removing trees and things from the public right away. So thank you all so very much. We're very, very fortunate to have a great staff. And the next thing on my agenda before I turn it over to council, there's been a request to move the August meeting from the second Tuesday to accommodate schedules of two council members from August 10 to August 17. Is there anyone who has a strong objection to moving the council meeting to August 17?
No, I would love it if we could.
Yes, you are one, but I didn't want to name you by name.
That's okay. You can name me.
Good for the city staff, good for us. Our next meeting will be on August 17 at 7 PM.
Thanks, Ely.
Thank you. It benefits our Mayor Pro Tem as well. Next, before I turn over, is there any public comment on any issue? Any public comment? Come on up, please. Name and address is required by the Open Meetings Act. Mr. Durbin, you know the drill. Thank you very much. We're glad you're here, sir.
In your 306 fishing. I'm coming tonight to give my public thanks to PD. Be a little longer, but I think it's important to try and hear this. A couple of years ago, John set up a little meeting at Boulevard with the citizens to see what about the police department. I went. And met the new fire specialist. Placement, Sandeep. Nice lady, great addition. And I was talking to her about, she said, you need to get us carbon monoxide detector in your basement. I said, I have an option. No, you need in your basement. I said, okay, so I bought. July 4th, Saturday morning, it went out at 6:30 in the morning. Downstairs. Replaced the battery, seemed okay, but it went off again at 11:30 at night. Something's not good, so I called dispatch up. Explained, can someone come over and check our monitor? Yes, sir, a little busy right now, hang on. So I went up the phone, ran upstairs, Linda, please come and check our monitor. She's taking a shower, trying to get it cleaned up. Walked downstairs, opened the door, 2 cars pulled up. That's fine. Less than a minute. One was a PSO, there was a gentleman in plain black with a lieutenant, gun. He maybe it's a fire specialist. I didn't ask their names. They ran the house and he said, you have to evacuate right now. You have a dangerous level of carbon monoxide. Sitting on the front, they're trying to put his shoes on. If the PSO leaves, I have to leave. The fire was back inside. Somebody goes back and opens windows up, says, you gotta get out, come back in an hour and a half. It'll be okay. So I got to run. I'm sorry. It's crises. It was super pleasant. They told me exactly what to do. They came back an hour and a half to fun. Sunday afternoon, he had no problems, he went off again, he left, came back, left, came back. And I thought it was everything okay, and I said, called again, and PD and Alvin and Sergeant Master pulled up, came in. So I was really, looking kind of crazy, he was in the house, and he checks around, says, yeah, you're okay. And he said to my wife, my wife had mentioned to him, okay, be a little echo with our cat. He said, we have 4 cats. I said, we have little cats. I said, Linda, come on, go back. I had to check out the bad. He said, no, it's bad to get replaced. I mean, look at the fuse box, no place to launch your fuse, and check the panel. I mean, it's like, above and beyond the duty. And then, fine. Wednesday afternoon, my wife walking down the stairs, halfway down, the legs goes up, she falls, down the stairs. She doesn't want to come fill, so I finally got to call an ER. So I called 911. They went through the drill. Hang on, the ambulance comes. It's okay, they're coming. Hang up the phone, walk to the front door. 3 seconds later, PSO Maxwell shows up. 30 seconds later, Sergeant Manston shows up, talks to the driver next door. The ambulance comes, the EMS walks in the house, and they talk to my wife, and then Lieutenant Carson pulls up. She comes in to make sure it's okay, and the EMS are like shocked. He said to my wife, he must be important. There are 3 from both farms. And they realized I was joking, but he wasn't. They don't come to, they don't know the service we get as residents. And it's so gratifying to have that support. And so I need to come and say thank you. I want everybody knows about it because I don't know it since they come. So it's I want to thank you for it. So I just want to quick comment. I know that you guys did everything for this power outage, but I didn't see ET trucks there on Saturday. Where were they? What they doing? They had to get trees cleared first. So I want still concerned about this ET this block, but anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Mr. Durbin. We appreciate it. Sir, come on up, please. Name and address, if you would.
Thank you. Thank you for all you guys do. This is like truly a wonderful community. Like when I moved into Grosse Pointe, I heard all kinds of crazy stuff and I've been lied to. It's been awesome. So thank you. So I just have like a question or maybe a suggestion. Everybody's tripping out about e-bikes, right? And as a motorcyclist myself, and also from a person that standpoint, I'm a caregiver, I back to blue, my brother's got, I get it. Is there a way that we could possibly set something up maybe once a month and have like a Detroit cop or like a motorcycle cop come in, do like a cool demonstration and show the kids like safety basics, like and really have some kind of a community outreach. Like I would love to volunteer to help out, like however I could, but and really maybe put something on and teach like a free weekend course to like the kids at the high school or put something up with the junior high kids. That way they can get that and it's community driven, makes you guys look good, it makes the community look good. And then if you've got someone on a motorcycle, like a mounted policeman, that's awesome. I'll go with that. If the kids can see that, and you might inspire the next generation. Who knows? That's all I want to say was thank you. Think about it, see what you can do. If we could possibly looking into turning Kirby into a school zone between like Chalfont and like the water plant, I forget the names of the roads, once again, I think Williams. Like, between the elementary and the junior high, that would be amazing. I'm kind of a late night watching when I work weird hours and like I walk my dog late at night and people just, are flying. I can count and kind of guess like the speeds they're going. Everyone sees this, and it's nothing bad, I'm sure it's just kids on Friday night having fun or whatever, but that's really great, man. So thank you for all you do. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Sir, we appreciate you coming and please know that one of our current council members and retired director of public safety, Councilmember Jensen does live very close to you on Kirby. He has brought to our attention the speeding issues. As Director Hutchins, we've had increased patrols there. We're just coming off a a month-long speeding enforcement thing that we've hoped you've seen a lot of flashing lights. We promise to continue to do that, and we will take up your recommendation. I think it's a good one. Maybe we do something on a Saturday for e-bike safety, sir.
Cyclists, if you're looking for someone to be volunteer, how about it? Love to.
Mr. Fisher, thank you. We'll be in touch, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Speaking of, so I do keep late hours and I walk my dog late at night, I'm open. And unfortunately, I'm colorblind, so most of my clothes are black. So I love it that when I get shined by the police officers cruising through, that they're looking, I'm like, make sure you see me. Good looking out. So I just want to say thank you. Take care.
Very good. Any other public comment?
I have a question, is that a comment? or-
Come on up. Yes, please, sir. We don't typically answer questions during this board. No, but come on, ask and
I submitted something ahead of time, so I don't know how this works.
come on up, give us your name and address and ask your question,
It's
please.
Tom Judd, I live at 345 Williams Avenue.
Tom, give me your last name, please.
GDD.
Thank you, Mr. Judd, 345 Williams. Go ahead, sir.
I just have a question about what I submitted a few days ago. I live right at the corner of Maross and Williams, and been there for 25 years. And so I'm very cognizant of the traffic that goes up and down Maross. And my question is, who has jurisdiction in terms of improvements or repairs of things with Maross? For a number of years, I've seen these double bottom trucks going back and forth. There's, been the Lake Shore improvement, the drainage or sewers, whatever, the park is going on right now. And there's, of course, there's other traffic that goes through commercial. And I'm just wondering who has jurisdiction over that kind of things, the county or the city?
City Manager Reeside, please.
Yeah, Maross Road is a county road, from Mack Avenue, to just roughly Ridgemont. And then it turns into a municipal road after that. So the area you are, Williams, that would be a county road.
Yeah, so my concern is just the amount of tonnage that traverses that road daily. And I hear it, I see it, it doesn't bother me from.
It is a major road, and so, there was somewhat designed as a major road. So some of the, standards in terms of your base and so forth is designed to handle, the heavier equipment. And but with that said, I think it was last repaved. It has to have been over 20 years since Ross Road.
It's been done since.
Yeah. So
I wondered, is there some kind of?
So there is discussion we're having with Wayne County about, because these things, when you make these plans, they don't happen next year or the year after. It's, it's everything is a few years down the line. But because we are also looking at doing some sewer improvements along Ross Road, storm sewer improvements that we are trying to coordinate some of that work with Wayne County.
Thank you. That answers my question. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
And we've heard from others about the tonnages. Grosse Pointe South just tore up their parking lot, all their cement. We know it was running down some residential streets that we heard from several people. Hopefully soon it goes away, sir.
Really have a complaint about it. I mean, it's, it's easily traversed back and forth. I get that. I just wondered if he was, had oversight for that kind of stuff.
Thank you. Thank you for coming, Mr. Judd. Yes, sir. Any other public comment? Yes, sir. Come on up, please. Name and address if you would.
My name is Joseph Backus. I'm actually from St. Clair Shores. I want to give you a compliment. I've been visiting township city meetings just for educational purposes. And one thing, when I first got your agenda, I was like, well, where's audience participation? I want to give you a compliment. You're the only mayor that I've met, or it's a township supervisor, that asks for public input per agenda.
Yes, sir.
I want to give you a thumbs up for that.
Thank you, sir.
It's very nice. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Backus. We're glad you're here. Anyone else? Public comment, please. Next, I'll turn it over before we give it to the city manager. Any council member comments, questions? Hearing none. Mr. Reeside, please.
I just would request that after our regular meeting, we have a real brief closed session, discuss litigation.
Thank you. Anything else? I entertain a motion to go into closed session to discuss litigation. We need a 2/3 majority roll call vote, please. Is there such a motion to go into closed session to discuss litigation?
Yep.
Councilmember Jensen, supported by Councilmember Wood. Mr. Kozicki, please call the roll.
Councilmember Wood. Yes. Councilmember Conrad Overby. Councilmember Ritchie.
Yes.
Mayor DeLuca.
Yes.
Councilmember Donovan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Stroh. Councilmember Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll go into closed session. We do not anticipate any action
No action.
being taken after other than adjournment of the meeting. Thank you all very much. Very productive, good meeting. Thank you.